Raise your hand if you ever learned how to work on cars and all of a sudden you turned into the family mechanic. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So we are starting the video off by helping my dad out. Apparently his radiator is cracked on the side. You guys can't see it because it's kind of dark. So we're gonna go ahead and swap that out for him. And then after we do that, we actually have to work on our own car. I actually cannot fit through there. We got to work on the ST. So we're actually going to a Cars and Coffee on Sunday. And we have to fix this because for some reason, the whole bolt came out, bro. It's funny because I was driving and I saw something fall from the car, but I thought I ran over something, but I didn't see anything on the road. So I was like, what the heck? And I pulled over to make sure everything was good. And then like that happened like 2 days ago, and then a day ago I saw that this splitter was literally hanging, and I was like, okay, so that's what happened. So we're gonna go to the store, get another bolt so we can get that mounted correctly. And while we're there, we actually have to get some screws. I think I showed you guys already, but the screws for the side skirt is actually coming off, so we gotta get bigger screws that can hold that. And yeah, so I think that's all that we have for today. But of course, things never go as planned, so we're just gonna cross our fingers and hope that everything goes as planned. In all honesty, I'm feeling grateful and blessed at the fact that I actually have a garage to work in. Honestly, it doesn't feel that bad in here. It feels pretty cool. We got fans going because, as you guys know, there's been a massive heat wave going through like the entire, I don't know, world, I guess. It seems like it's been literally over 105 degrees all week. So just kind of feeling a little blessed that we actually have a garage and it feels cool in here. So we're gonna go ahead and get this done, and then let's go ahead and head over to our own personal car. Now that we're done with that, let's go ahead and get started on the ST. So again, we have to get bolts for the front splitter and the side skirts because we are headed to a Cars and Coffee tomorrow, and I don't need either or flying off on the freeway. So we got a bolt for the splitter. Let's see if it fits. It should fit. I don't see why it wouldn't fit. Yes, yes. Please tell me it's long enough. Oh yeah, it's long enough. It's way long enough. This probably would be easier with a powered drill. Didn't think about that one. So we got this side on. That is solid. That is not going anywhere. Now we just have to put the screws in the side skirts. And it looks good. Perfect. So we are finally done with this car. Everything is solid. She's at 100% again. Man, like I tell you guys all the time, these cars can stress you out so easy. Like for example, the Nismo. I cleaned it the other day just because I had to film with it for TikTok. So I had to clean it up to make sure that it's all good. That's why you kind of see rust on the actual rotor itself. But going over the things that this car needs. So this car, as you guys know, needs an underbelly because, you know, I say it every time. The underbelly supports the front bumper 100%. That is going to cost me a minimum of like $550 to get that fixed, right? Not even fixed. We got to replace it. So the good thing is the replacement is like aluminum. So once we replace it, we don't ever have to worry about it again. And then we have to fix the crossover pipe. So I could have bought a new crossover pipe from Gonzo for like $500, I think he said. But you guys know, Gonzo takes forever. Now I know he's a one-man shop, you know, yada yada yada. He has a lot of kids order and stuff like that, but I don't want to spend $500 and then wait 6 months to get something to get this car running. So we'll just go to the exhaust shop and get it fixed. That's going to cost me a minimum of like maybe $150. I'm not too for sure because, you know, the price of materials went up. So I'm not too for sure how much that will cost. And then we need tires for this car. So as you guys know, we did order some weld beat locks for the rear end of this vehicle. It's going to look 100% so spicy, but we gotta wait for those to come in. It's been about 4 months since we ordered those and they are still not in. So I don't know really how long it's gonna take to get those in, but tires for those bead locks is gonna run me about $600. So since the bead locks are going in the rear and we're putting these rear tires in the fronts, like I tell you guys all the time, these are 10.5s, the fronts are 9.5. So to get the fitment to be a little bit more spicy, we're putting the 10.5s in the fronts. The tires for these are gonna run me about $400 or $500, and then the bead lock tires, since those are gonna be slicks, those are gonna be about $600. So we gotta spend money on that. And then we're gonna jump over to the ST. Now, I told you guys in the last video that we're getting a clunky noise coming from the rear end of the vehicle. Turns out that I believe it's gonna be the airlift shock. I don't think that they sell that bushing separately, so I think we might have to buy new shocks for the rears. Those are like $500. So we got a lot of depth in between these two cars right here. We got like what, easily over $1,500 that has to be spent on this car, and then I don't even know, maybe like $500. Hopefully I can find something that's cheaper, not too for sure, but like I tell you guys all the time, these cars could easily stress you out, easily. And it's funny because there's only 2 cars that I have to worry about. Imagine these other people that have like 10, 12, 15 other cars. We officially hit 40,000 subscribers on TikTok and 1 million likes. Now, to me, that's kind of, it kind of numbs me a little bit, right? Because when I look at that, I'm like, dang, bro, 40,000 subscribers. But then right after I think that, I'm like, okay, time to get back to work. It's like, I see it, I'm kind of numb to it, but it's like, I gotta work. Like, there's more work to be done. We're just getting started. So it's like, jumping outside of that, when I think about it, I'm like, no matter what level that you reach as an entrepreneur, you're always gonna strive for the next level. It's never gonna be enough. And that's just, I guess, the hunger mentality that you have. And I just realized that I said 40,000 subscribers when it's 40,000 followers. Correct myself. So we gotta wash this car, and this car's already washed, just gotta cover it back. But every chance that I get, I always like to tell you guys, always go after what you want, because this car is basically living proof. So kind of give you a backstory. I don't know if I ever said it, but my first time ever seeing a 370Z Nismo was in 2019. Now, the first ever 370Z Nismo was made, the year that it came out was 2009. So 10 years later, I didn't end up seeing this car until 10 years later of the original manufacturer date. I saw this car, instantly fell in love. 3 months later, I bought one. A year later, I boosted it. Now, when I saw it, I wanted it, didn't know how I was gonna buy it. I bought it, I wanted to boost it, didn't know how I was gonna boost it, ended up boosting it. And I'm telling you, every time I look at this car, I just feel so humbled and I feel so blessed, because like, this is literally a dream come true. Like, this car is so sick, bro. This is something that, this is a car that I won't ever sell. I say it all the time, I say it with this car, but I won't ever sell this car. It's pretty cool though, because this car is worth more than what I bought it for, and then the fact that we boosted it, so it just adds that much value on top of it. This car is paid off, so it kind of doesn't really matter. But yeah, man, it's honestly, it's a blessing. So every once in a while, by the way, the car is clean, we just cleaned it, but every once in a while I like to polish my wheels, like at least the lip of the wheels, every so often, just to kind of get them shining back to how they were when I got them. So I'd say almost like maybe like once a month, maybe twice a month, I like to sit and polish them. Now, putting you guys on game, some of you may know, some of you may not know, this stuff right here is a game changer. So I will show you guys what these wheels look like. I'll probably show you the front one since it's in the light a little bit more. This is what it looks like right now. As you can see, it's kind of like dulled a little bit. You can kind of see it right here. I kind of wiped it, kind of smeared it, so it looks a little bit worse, but it's a little dull. It could be a little bit more shiny. So I will show you guys once I do all 4 of them, but this is what it looks like before. And here is the after. Bro, look at that. Straight glass. I'm telling you guys, that stuff's a game changer. Crazy. Dude, it looks so good. It makes the wheels pop so much more. And the thing is, since the wheels pop so much more after polish, it makes the caliper stand out that much more, because of the fact that from a certain angle, the calipers reflect, or the wheels reflect the calipers, because of the fact that it shines. It looks so good. That's crazy. So I know I mentioned it before, but I'm actually gonna mention it again. I am thinking about moving to SoCal. It's more or less not even thinking, it's more or less, it's almost like planning right now. So before I talked about it, because I really wanted to do it, this has honestly been in the works, been in the plans, and I've been thinking about it and talking about it for the last 5 years. But it has been more serious than ever as of recently. The fact that at any minute I could move to SoCal. Now obviously I'd want to plan it so I can kind of plan my way out there, make sure everything is good here, make sure I get a place out there, all that stuff. But I don't know, it's honestly crazy thinking that I'd be moving to a different city where I don't know anybody, I don't know nothing as far as like the locations of where things are, anything of that sort. So that's pretty much where my headspace has been at lately. So there's not really much going on with the cars other than us needing to fix it and dump a whole bunch of money in it. So you guys will slowly see that coming into life, because of the fact that we got to get that Nismo up and running, because boost weather is almost here. But yeah, man, the move to SoCal is more serious than ever. and I really want to make that move. I think it'd be a good move for me, business wise and just personal wise, honestly. But this is all that I have for you guys in this video. If you guys like it, give it a fat thumbs up, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, stay safe and stay tuned.